Our sense of lightness and color is a way of assaying materials. We avoid biting into a plaster apple because the color tips us off that it's not made of fruit flesh. Analyzing matter from the light it reflects is a job for a reflective specialist. Different kinds of matter reflect different wavelengths of light in different amounts. Unfortunately, a given amount of reflected light could have come from an infinite number of combinations of matter and light. 100 units of light could have come from 10% of the light of candles, or from snow reflecting back the light of 111 candles. So there's no foolproof way to reduce an object's material from reflected light. The lightness analyzer must problem exactly equivalent. I give you a number. You tell me which two numbers will multiply together. A camera is faced with the same task: how to render the snowball as white, whether it is indoors or out. A camera's meter, which controls the embodies two assumptions. The first is that light is uniform. The whole scene is in sun or in shade or under a light bulb. When the assumption is violated, the snapshot is completely disappointed. Aunt Mimi is a muddy silhouette against the blue sky because the camera is shaded by her face being in shade, while the sky is lit directly by the sun. The second assumption is that the scene is, on average, medium
Friendly
gray.
Predator missile inbound.
If you throw together a random collection
Headquarters
of
located.
colors and lightnesses will usually average out to a medium shade of gray that reflects back 18% of the light. The camera assumes it is looking at an average, and just how bright the
Hostile jamming our radar.
are rendered yellow and white. Patches that are darker, deep gray, and black. But when the assumption is wrong,
Headquarters
the scene
online.
does not really average out to gray.
Capture the objective.
A picture of a black cat
Enemy
on black
UAV
velvet
spotted.
comes out medium gray. A picture of a polar bear in snow comes out medium gray, and so on. A skilled photographer and use a crude but effective one is to
The
carry
enemy is
around a
jamming our
standard
radar.
medium gray card, which reflects back exactly 80% of the light. Lean it on the subject and aim the meter at the card. The camera's assumption about the is satisfied, and its estimate of the by reflecting off the card by 18% is guaranteed.
Headquarters secured.
This process is vexing in color.
UAV standing by.
Light from fluorescence is olive. Light from
Missile ready for deployment.
sky is green. Our brain somehow factors out the
Heads up.
color
Enemy UAV spotted.
just as it factors out the intensity of illumination and sees an object in its correct color in
The enemy
all
destroyed the
light.
headquarters.
Cameras don't.
Predator missile
Unless
ready
they
for
send
launch.
out their own white light.
Headquarters located.
They render an indoor scene with a thick, rusty cast. A shady scene is pasty blue, and so on. Through a filter on the lens to compensate. And a good lab technician
Predator
can
missile ready for
correct
deployment.
when printing the photograph, but an instant camera obviously cannot. Interest in how to remove
Predator
the
missile ready for
intensity
launch.
and color of the illumination. A problem called color constants.
Headquarters online.
But he was always self-taught.
Capture the objective.
Perception scientist, curious about how the brain solves the problem. He set up a
Headquarters
color
secured.
perception lab and developed a clever theory of color constants. His idea, called the Retinex theory, gave the perceiver several assumptions.
Tactical insertion was prevented.
Is a rich mixture of wavelengths, except the sodium vapor length. It sends out a narrow range of wavelengths, which our perception
The enemy destroyed the headquarters.
faces are dyed and
Predator missile ready for deployment.
the second assumption is that
Headquarters located.
gradual changes in brightness and color across the visual field probably come from the way the scene is illuminated. whereas abrupt transitions probably come from the boundary
Predator
where
missile
one
ready for
object
launch.
ends and another begins. To keep things simple, he tested people and his model on artificial worlds composed of 2D rectangular patches, which he
Hostile jamming the radar.
after the
Recon standing
very
by.
different light from the same yellow
Headquarters
patch as the
online.
other. But people see them both as
Capture the
yellow.
objective.
And the Retinex model, which removes the light
UAV online.
does too.
Enemy escort aircraft incoming. Headquarters secured.
Consider
The enemy destroyed the headquarters. UAV recon standing by.
Treats all sharp-bound
Headquarters located.
interpreting edge 1 in one drawing like edge 1 in a second drawing. The first one might look like borders with stripes of different colors, and the second one might look like a single stripe that is folded, hardly in shape. The difference comes from your interpretation of 3D shape. Your shape
Enemy advanced UAV
has
spotted.
made the Mondrians into stripes and dividers.
Target you.
So the rest of the obviously, it is missing.
Headquarters online. Capture the objective.
Slant, unshaped.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Headquarters secured.
Angle almost parallel to the source reflects much less, because most of the light grazes off and you are positioned near the light source. Your eye picks up more light when the surface faces you.
The enemy destroyed the headquarters.
You may be able to see
UAV
the distance
recon
by
standing
shining a
by.
flashlight at a piece of gray
Headquarters
cardboard
located.
and rotating the cardboard. How might our vision analyzer run the law backwards and figure out how a surface is slanted and how much light it
Enemy
is?
tank incoming.
Benefits go beyond.
UAV online.
Many objects like you,
UAV recon standing by.
so
Enemy UAV spotted.
is a way to ascertain their shape.
Enemy advanced UAV spotted.
Any shape can be thought of as a power manufactured.
Headquarters online.
When the surface is easily curved,
Capture
so
the
mass
objective.
shrink to point. The shading
UAV
law
recon
applies
standing
to
by.
light. The law can be back.
UAV recon ready for deployment.
Tangent plane resting on its point. Unfortunately, a given amount of light could have come from a dark surface toward the light,
UAV recon
or
standing
from a
by.
light surface angled away. So there's no foolproof way to recover a surface's angle from the light it reflects without making a single assumption. If that surface light the world is made of plastic. When surfaces are unevenly pigmented, the assumption is viable.
UAV online.
And our shading photographs are the most obvious.
UAV recon ready for
The less
deployment.
obvious one. Light from back to belly in a great
Enemy advanced UAV spotted.
This flattens the animal,
Counter
making it
UAV up.
harder to
They're blind.
detect by the assumption made using from shading analyzed from the brain of a person.
Headquarters secured.
Makeup is another example. In the clouds itself can say vacant clouds. Looking around the scene can fool the beholder into seeing the subject in a more ideal shape. Dark intercept the light source, bestowing the desirable.
The enemy destroyed the headquarters.
The shape
UAV recon standing by.
other assumptions too.
Hostiles
Surfaces
jamming our radar.
are made of thousands of materials.
Headquarters located.
When light bounces off their slanted surfaces.
Enemy UAV spotted.
Way. Paper follows a simple law, and the brain's shading that the world is matte. Surfaces with glosses, patinas, fuzz, bits,
UAV online.
to other strange of light.
UAV recon ready for deployment.
A famous example is the full moon. It looks
Headquarters online.
like this, but more sphere
Capture the objective.
We have no trouble with others' fears from
UAV recon standing by.
Is that it is pockmarked with craters of all sizes,
Headquarters
most
secured.
small to be discernible, and they combine into a surface that behaves differently from the map ideal that our shading analyzers grant. The center of the full moon faces the viewer flat, should be brightest. Walls are seen. The surface is sight and should look darker, but they present their canyon walls.
The enemy destroyed the headquarters.
Reflect back lots of light.
UAV
making the
recon standing by.
Look lighter. Over the
UAV
full moon,
online.
the angle of its surface
Headquarters located. Friendly Cobra inbound.
reflects back the
UAV online.
on any one of these analyzers and stepping off the base. Each analyzer makes assumptions.
Enemy
but those
SAM
assumptions
incoming.
are often contradicted by other
Hostile jamming our radar.
angles, shapes, light
Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted.
together, but somehow
Headquarters online.
one
Capture the objective.
one kind of light.
UAV recon ready for deployment.
Adelson, together with the psychologist Alex Fletcher,
UAV recon standing by.
we are a designer who must
UAV recon standing by.
dark and gray. You go to a workshop where a one is a lighting designer, another is a
Enemy advanced UAV spotted.
you show them the picture and
Headquarters secured.
it looks like. In effect, they have to do what the business system does.
UAV
Given
online.
about. There are many ways that specialists can satisfy. Paint the arrangement of parallelograms on a flat sheet of metal, and the light
Good job, squad.
to illuminate it with a single flood. The lighting designer could take a plain white sheet and set up 9 custom spotlights, each with a special mask and filter aimed just to project 9 parallelograms onto the sheet. The sheet metal worker could bend some metal into special shapes that, when illuminated and viewed from just the right angle, give rise to the image. Finally, the figure could be produced by the specialists cooperating. The painter would paint a stripe across the middle of a square sheet of metal, the sheet metal worker would bend it into a zigzag, and the lighting designer would illuminate the piece with a floodlight. That, of course, is how a human being interprets the image. Our brain faces the same embarrassment of riches as the set designer in the parable. Once we allow in a mental expert that can hypothesize pigmented surfaces out there, it could explain everything in the image as paint. The world would be seen as a masterful trompe-l'oeil. Likewise, a lighting expert in the head could tell us that the world is a movie. Since those interpretations are always a pile of blocks on a sunny day, sometimes it does have complicated pigments and lighting, and we see them.